Hi again, folks. In this video, let's take a look at some of the numbers over in the AHL and see how the boys are doing in Rochester. Coming up. All right, where is it? 2 shutouts, Joe Thornton and Nordman. Amongst others, you're not the first 2 to ask. There's a few that have asked me to do this. I know I've been meaning to update, and we'll look at the numbers and just a few numbers, guys. Quick video. We'll take a look at it, see how the boys are doing in Rochester, and also Joe asked me to do a future glimpse into the future, but there's not much to say except the numbers don't lie. Usually somebody's doing in the minors, and that's usually when they're called up. So let's take a look. A few clips, guys. There'll be 3 clips in this one. All right, we're going to take a look at the standings. I went by the winning percentage first, okay? Because there's all sorts of games, 5 games in hand, 4. So let's go by the winning percentage. All right, here we go. And there you see it. There is Rochester in 7th. And they are, I believe, 8th in points, if I'm right, too. I don't know. I pay more attention to the percentage anyway when it comes to all these games in hand and everything. So right now they're sitting 7th in with a 636. They're basically 14-8 for 28 points. And if I remember, their goals for and against, which I forgot to put here, is I believe it was only a +2, which is really a good sign. If they're that low to actually, be 14-8. So it means a team is, really uniting, and they're losing a lot of games. The ones they're losing, they can't win most likely, and the ones that they can win, they're nabbing. So from what I heard too, from some of the guys coming up, they're saying that it's that kind of mentality down there. In my God, if you look at Utica, good God, 18-1 and 2. Oh God. Oh, jeez. Anyway, but, come playoff time, anything can happen, right? So that's where they are. They're 7th in the league right now. It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, we would take that in the NHL, right? So let's look at the team scoring. Let me open up this. And, of course, I did it wrong. And of course, I have to click a button that I didn't want to have to click. And here we go. Okay, there you see it. And Jack Quinn, who many were upset years ago that we didn't take Rossi and so on, and everybody, well, Jack Quinn's turned out to be a pretty good diamond in the rough there, guys, in that draft, because my goodness, he's just been so damn consistent over there. Now, how he's been doing the last 4 or 5 games, you guys would have to tell me. I'm not that close up to date with it. I just look at the numbers, see what's going on, and I check out videos. I don't have any access to these games out here. And if anybody does have access to the Rochester games, please post a link. So that would be just great if I could actually have those games to watch as well. And, you could just take a look. I mean, there's absolutely no doubt that the kids are doing okay. I mean, the 3 of the top 5. Krebs is kind of settled in now. He's got 12 points in 15 games. It's not bad. The -11's alarming. But again, guys, it's the AHL. And Laxonen's not doing too poorly there as well. And there's just, what? I feel really good about our farm. Mateo Samuelson, we know, is a future Sabre. These guys are all going to be Sabres. Maybe even Linus Weissbach, depending on what the future brings, like it looks like he slowed down his numbers. But when you look at the team, it seems like they have a really a tight-knit team from what I'm hearing up in the bigs. Is that's the atmosphere down there, is that they fight for each other. And that's what Fitzgerald said he brought up with him from what he's learned down there. So that's a really good sign, and I'm going to give some credit to Mike Pekka for that, because I'm sure he's instilled that in some of these guys. So that's the numbers right there. Quinn's leading the team, of course. We picked the right guy in that draft. So let's leave that to rest, I really say let's leave that to rest. Quinn has been nothing but just awesome. And so has been Peterka, Okay, and one more clip I'm going to throw up there. And my mouse, of course, is taking forever to drag. Good Lord. Okay, here we go. And there you see it. Quinn is 6th in the league in scoring. And if you look at the games played, he very well could be first. I know he had mono or something, right, guys? You guys will have to fill me in on that one. I heard he had mono. I mean, one of you guys said, good God, he got mono. So if that's what's happened, well, he's going to miss a little time. But I always look at the point ratio. I don't concern myself with the scoring championship in the minors. I really don't. I'd rather just see that he comes up and does his thing eventually here for us, of course, which I believe is going to be very soon. I can't see, to be honest, I can't see Quinn staying the whole year there. Eventually, if the Sabres start winning, we're going to have to go for it. We're going to have to make we're going to have to go for it. If there's a chance, we're going to have to take a shot, really. If there's any kind of chance we can make the playoffs and we need to win 8 out of 10 games to get back into it or something, we got these studs down there. We got to bring them up. We got to take a chance. We just do. Because any Buffalo fan will tell you that we don't get the opportunity very often to think that way. So, if there's a shot, I think they're going to bring some of these guys up. That's just my gut feeling. Who knows? They have a plan. They're not about to tell us the entire plan. They'll just tell you why they're doing their plan a certain way, and that's it. But hey, looking at the numbers, I don't see anything alarming there in the AHL. I really don't. Really, but I like what I see from, I was looking at all the roster. I only put top so many. I was looking at the plus minus also. I took it all into consideration, but I just wanted to show that because what we're going to relate to in the NHL now is numbers. We're going to look at numbers. Okay, who has these numbers? What's going on? And maybe like Nadeau and the other 3 I just did in the other video, you look at Quinn and you're like, my God, and you remember when we drafted him, a lot of Buffalo fans weren't happy. They just weren't happy. And now they're all Quinn fans. I'll bet anything on it. Anybody that's following this kid knows it's the real deal. I mean, this is a guy that might come in the NHL and be a 35-goal man. He just might. We'll have to see. I won't say 50 because I'm going to leave that one alone, but I'm thinking 35 to 40, possible. When you got a guy that can snipe, you go after that in the draft. I'm a big believer in that. Always go after the goal scorer. Always, And I look at everything, though, the size. There's other things you got to consider. I get that, but also, I'm very impressed with the drafting that's went under Adam so far. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I just wanted to give you guys those numbers to update. I need to rest. It's been a long day, so I want to get these videos at least uploaded onto my card, and that way later on I can work and manage to get them on. I got one more video to make, and it's going to be a fun one, a happy one for you guys. See you in the next one.